week on Original Copy, we say goodbye to one of music's biggest icons.
And also, dogs, cats, pigs. Bonnie takes a look at what it's like to have such an unusual pet.
It's okay, it's okay. This is Original Copy. Welcome to Original Copy. I'm Michaela, and this is Jordan. Excuse him. He hasn't cried on air in a long time, but today I think there's a pretty good reason. Jordan, do you want to tell them? Do you want to rant about it? It's go ahead. Just go ahead and introduce it.
It's time for the rant.
It's time for the rant of the week.
Prince. Now, by now, you've probably heard that Rock and Roll Hall of Fame artist and all-around coolest person on the planet, Prince, a.k.a. the artist formerly known as Prince, a.k.a. a freaking symbol, was found dead earlier today in his Minneapolis mansion. Now, anybody who knows me knows that I'm a huge Prince fan. I've listened to his music since I was a small child, singing Kiss in the backseat of my mom's car on the way home from school. I've been a fan since I stayed up past my bedtime watching Purple Rain on TV. I even wore this Prince outfit to school, wavy hair and everything. And I'll tell you one thing, that's not all I did. That's right. That was me paying tribute to a legend. Prince is hands down my favorite artist of all time. From the music that will still be good generations down the line to that legendary cool demeanor that he always had. And look at him. This dude never aged. Like, Prince is so cool, he could sleep with your girlfriend and your mom in the same day. Probably at the same time if he wanted to. Prince has pulled more women today than I've even seen in my lifetime. Today. He died today. So, in all seriousness, he died this morning, and it seems like the whole world really stopped. He influenced a generation of artists with his unique sound and style, and he did it all while staying true to what it was that he liked to do. Hell, he did it in heels, for God's sakes. Prince Rogers Nelson will forever be a music icon. His spirit will live on through the music he made that we all love so much. And I'm going to miss him.
Well, Jordan, for once you have a good reason to cry on air, and I won't judge you. We will all miss Prince.
You're right, Michaela. I'll be standing in the Purple Rain for the rest of the day.
That's how we feel here at Original Copy. But joining us is Miss Mackey Speaks Herself, Mackenzie McLean, to give us a look at how the LSU community is taking the news. Mackenzie, how are students reacting to this?
Well, Jordan, you aren't the only person hurt by Prince's passing. Some students pour their souls to me. Check it out.
A little heartbroken. Well, I'm a lot heartbroken about it because, I mean, Prince was my favorite artist, I guess you could say, like, growing up. And, like, I didn't notice it until, I mean, I actually got to high school and was just like, you really look up to Prince or whatever. So now I'm like, I can't believe that he's gone, if that makes sense.
It's not real. He's not dead. So it's probably gonna hit me about a week from now, you know, when the song actually come on. I see Purple Rain come on TV. But, you know, it's like, it's just hard to believe, and it's like, I feel that everybody from my childhood growing up, all of them just, you know, just withering away.
He touched so many people through music. It's just, it's unbelievable that he just died out of the blue. And having someone make a prediction that he would die in 2 weeks really hurt me, but it's somehow linked to the Illuminati. That's what I think, because I'm in the business, but I'm not in the Illuminati.
I just feel like why he had to go, why the Lord had to take him, because Purple Rain was my song.
Coming back from the break, Reggie highlights Prince's greatest performances, and a pig makes its way to the show. More Original Copy after this.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Original Copy. My name is Reggie Chapman, and to help remember Prince's career, I pulled together some of his most memorable performances. Number 1, in 2004, Prince and Beyonce came together on the Grammy stage and performed Prince's songs Let's Go Crazy and Baby I'm a Star, as well as a little bit of Crazy in Love by Beyonce. Beyonce talked about being nervous and starstruck before the performance and that Prince's encouragement had a big impact on her solo career. This Grammy performance is still thought of as one of the best of all time. Number 2, a collection of 3 of maybe the biggest stars in music of all time took the stage for the James Brown and Friends concert in LA in 1983. Michael Jackson, James Brown, and Prince. This performance was also the inspiration behind Kanye's lyric off of Send It Off when he said, "It's so packed I might ride around on my bodyguard's back like Prince in the club." This is because after James Brown invited MJ up to the stage, James Brown also called up Prince, and he found his way to the stage on the back of his bodyguard. Talk about iconic. We may never see that much talent on one stage ever again. Now, number 3 is a little bit more recent. In 2007, Prince took the stage during halftime of the Super Bowl. This performance on the biggest stage in the world to that point is now ranked as the #1 halftime show by Billboard.com. He performed a cover of We Will Rock You and of course ended with his biggest hit of all time, Purple Rain. Coincidentally, in the rain. My mother is a huge Prince fan, so growing up I was taught to fully appreciate his genius. Rest in peace to Prince Rogers Nelson, taken from us too soon at the age of 57.
Prince's death has definitely taken an emotional toll on all of us today, but you know what always cheers me up? Animals! Sigma Alpha Sorority was out on the parade ground the past week with sloths, cats, and dogs, and since I missed out on the sloth action, I actually went out to find some cute animals of my own, and that's when I came across Brewster. Brewster wakes up bright and early, walks outside to eat his food, and sunbathes.
Get his belly rubbed just like this, really.
He then relaxes in his kennel and waits for his owners to come home.
It's definitely been a challenge, especially like managing time, making sure I come home and I let him out and, if I forget to feed him, then he's like super angry with me.
Brewster is a 3-year-old miniature potbelly pig who lives in Tiger Plaza Apartments right off of LSU's campus. His owners, Jillian Carlos and Dustin Johnson, got him in Covington the summer before Carlos's freshman year at LSU.
We actually brought him to the parade grounds one time, and it was like, everyone was like, "What is that? Is that a pig?" And like, it was like total chick magnet, like all the girls, like, were like, "Oh no!" And my boyfriend thought it was hilarious. So I was like, yeah, it's a pig.
He eats a healthy diet of pig feed, carrots, and sometimes Cheerios.
We'll sit around in here, the refrigerator door open, because he'll open it with his nose, and start looking in the fridge and see if he can find something to eat.
Carlos says she preferred a pig as a pet because of her past experience.
And I actually used to have a mini potbelly when I was a sophomore in high school. But I didn't have the time or the funds or anything to really take care of her, so I had to rehome her. But then I told Dustin about her, and I was like, yeah, they're really cool, they're really smart, like easily potty trained, like they're super cuddly and everything like that.
The couple also has Tilly, a rescue dog who's Brewster's best friend.
God, they're brother and sister. They fight like brother and sister, but they totally love each other.
They hope to buy a house after college to give Brewster more room to roam.
He would love to run around and follow you everywhere and want to play, but you can't really do that so much here.
Raising Brewster was challenging for the couple, but they both say it is all worthwhile.
It's just, learning him, and I feel like I learn something new from him every day.
I'm Bonnie Wells, Tiger TV.
We'll be back with some shout-outs. Stay with us for more Original Copy.
Thank you all for staying with us today on Original Copy.
It's almost time to go, but before we do, we have to do some very special
Shout outs! Can I get a shout out?
Shout out to Dave Chappelle for showing the comedic side of Prince. During the comedian's stint on The Chappelle Show, he introduced Prince to the comedy world as he parodied his skills in music and basketball game blouse. And shout out to
the family of the legend himself. At this time, Prince leaves behind no immediate blood family, but those he considered his close loved ones are surely grieving at this time. Our hopes and prayers go out to them. Yeah.
That's all the time we have for this week.
Join us next week for our series finale. Oh my God, so much crying.
Oh my goodness.
Our
not
series finale of Original Copy. And remember to keep it OC.
I like how you-